You've tuned into The Mountain Gardener with your host, Ken Lain. Gardening, it can be challenging, but with these simple insider tips, you'll reap huge rewards. Now, let's tune into today's Mountain Gardener with Ken and Lisa. So the last of the vegetables, my summer vegetables, have been picked. There's no more. There's no more cucumbers, no more tomatoes, at least in my gardens. So I didn't protect them. I covered them for a few nights, and I went, okay, that's it. That's enough. It's got too cold, too strong. And the way you can tell when your vegetables are done, basically the foliage turns black. And so what happens is these are tropical plants, things that form a fruit. So your eggplants, pumpkins, squash, beans, these are things that form an actual fruit that you pick off and use in the kitchen. Those are typically tropical plants. They love the summer. They do not like frost. And so we've had our first frost, at least here in the Central Highlands. You folks may be in a little lower elevation. Your time's coming within days, but basically we're here at the end of the season. The way you know frost got to your plant is a tropical plant has zero antifreeze in it. And so if you look at them cold, if you get close to 32 degrees or freezing, they turn black. So the sap inside the foliage or the stems, the structure of the plant, the cells of the plant literally explode. And the plant just wilts and dies. And the indication will be the next morning, the leaves are black. They look like someone took a blowtorch to them. So they just melt. They just turn black. And it can be just the top edge turns black. And then as we get a few more nights of cold, of freezing, the whole thing will turn black. Well, I went, okay, I've seen a few black leaves. I know it's over. We're done. I'm going to pick those few last fruits on the inside of the plant, pick those, and then harvest. And then the rest of the plant. I've actually pulled the plants out of the ground. Actually, Lisa went through and she cleaned up our gardens for us. It looks magnificent. We haven't quite gotten the soils ready yet, so I'll bring home a few bags of manure. I'll spread that 2 to 3 inch layer over the entire garden area and let it just sit there and percolate all winter. Kind of let it go. And then next February, a couple months, 2-3 months from now, I'll go ahead and turn that in, get our soil, get the bone meal, get everything ready for planting of potatoes next March, for onions and garlics and lettuce and spinach. There's a whole series of cool season plants. So there's 2 seasons: warm season, tropical plants. These are tomatoes, things you pick the fruit off, cucumbers, eggplant. These are things you're picking the fruit. Those are summer plants almost always. Things you're picking the flower, the stems, the foliage. Those are winter plants. So those are lettuce, spinach, parsley, arugula. There's a whole series of them. If you're harvesting broccoli, you're eating the flower of that plant. Those are things that like the cold. They don't like summer. They bolt. They lose their flavor. They get bitter tasting. A sweeter cauliflower is picked when it's still chilly at night. So they like the cold. They've got a lot of antifreeze built into them. That's why they're so good at their antioxidants and that kind of thing. So they're very healthy for you. And you can plant those. I'd say you probably still plant some now and harvest by Christmas. So especially a little bit more mature plant. And so by March, I'm starting to plant all those things. So my potatoes go in the ground, root crops, radishes and carrots, they go in then. So I'm getting my soils opened up. I'm getting some organic matter back onto a 2 to 3 inch layer, let it sit there. And then in February, I'd say between February 1 and Valentine's, sometime in there, I'll put my fertilizers down, get them ready, organics. I'll put my bone meal in there. I'll get things just kind of ready to go. I'll turn that to 1 shovel's depth. Then it'll let it sit for a week or two. And by March 1, we are back into the full-on gardening season. By then, you've got daffodils blooming. Your winter jasmine are in full bloom. Your winter blooming camellias, they're in bloom by then. I mean, spring's on. So that's the beauty of this part of the country, of this part of the state, Arizona. we're 4 seasons, but it's super mild. So yeah, we'll take a little break here for 2-3 months, and we're right back at it, which is kind of exciting as a gardener. Get to see things. Pansies, we're putting a lot of pansies in right now. Heuchera. These are winter blooming things. We're so mild. Yes, it's winter, but it's so mild. They bloom right through winter. It's amazing. So you can have pot full of kale, violas, of Dusty Miller. These are things in the Midwest. Yeah, they'll bloom for till the end of the year, and then they get frozen and vaporize. Not here. We don't do that. It's so easy here. It's so beautiful. Gardening is, if you hit the seasons right, gardening is very easy. If you try to garden against the season, against the environment, you're trying to put tomatoes in right now. That's what they're doing down in Phoenix. Not up here. It's too cold. Here we've had in our kales and our ornamental cabbages, our violas and pansies and lettuce. These are things that love being planted now. So work with the season, not against it. And if you see black foliage, just meant it got frosted. Pull them out, start over, get the soils ready for your gardens this year and next. For luxurious evergreens in the yard, look no further than Waters.
We have a luscious selection of evergreens that look their best in winter, so you can enjoy a beautiful landscape no matter the cold.
Locally grown for stunning appearance and ability to thrive in cold weather.
Perfect for that touch of luxury your neighbors are sure to be jealous of.
Luxurious evergreens at Waters Garden Center in Prescott and watersgardencenter.com.
Your one-stop shop for evergreens. Visit us today.
For a more fruitful garden, increase success in the landscape that just feels better, then tune in daily to the Mountain Gardener podcast. Subscribe through your favorite podcast streamer or visit watersgardencenter.com. Better yet, visit me directly right here at Waters Garden Center. Thanks for tuning in.